Semifinal number 2. It's LawLiet versus Chaemiko. The user vote here on the Back to Warcraft stream is 50-50. It's a rematch of the Back to Warcraft Korean Invitational, where Chaemiko defeated LawLiet and became the champion. But yesterday, we've seen the master of the Warden defeating Fortitude with 2-0. Can he continue to impress against Human, or will Chaemiko continue his rage through the Warcraft scene?
Which stream are we on now?
Or WFC.
Okay.
The other is just not stable enough.
Is it going to be Warden, or is LawLiet going to surprise us perhaps with something else? It was really here, Echo Isles, wasn't it? Where the Warden, way back in 2015, started putting fear into the hearts of the humans. But ever since then has been getting played a little bit less here. The Ancient of War nerf, along with human early aggression, can make the Warden's life quite difficult here. But we do see the Ancient of War at the Merc, so LawLiet taking a bit of a risk with a challenging creep to start things off. Question is, which hero is it? We are definitely expecting a Warden. I would be surprised by anything else.
Yeah, there is the Warden. The question is Archmage or Mountain King? Archmage it is.
Archmage. Sounds like you were expecting MK.
I was hoping for it a little. Go to hell. I was hoping for it a little.
Yeah, we see MK a lot, especially on Terraner stand, of course, where if we should go there, I'm sure we will see him. But MK, I always feel like, is the best and the most reliable if you go tier 3 base. And, well, that's not possible here, is it? Echo Isles, we only have 4 gold mines.
Well, if you ask Sock, it's definitely possible.
Oh, yeah, right. That was a crazy game, dude.
Yeah, man, but super rare to see, obviously. So yeah, I thought if someone is playing Mountain King on this map, it must be Chaemiko, since he embraces that hero a lot. The next question is, will LawLiet play the Warden solo? We've yesterday seen a Warden level 8 or 9, I think. Because here, no Lap, no Zeppelin, no Shredder. Oh, this Ancient? Is it falling? I think
does
no.
he survive?
Yes, he does. Yeah, it's very, very hard to deal with the solo Warden here, and especially LawLiet finds the greatest timings to dive into human bases, especially when there's 2, so you can always swap between them. And that's exactly what Chaemiko is doing, like counter expansion, but he messed up the resources a little, as you can see.
Warden got a Ring of Regen, Neo. How do you like that?
I love it, Remo. You know I love it. No second Engine of War either, so not the craziest creeping. WFC is pointing it out as well. There's no Engine of War in the north. And we go with the Shadow Strike build.
It's a super early shop, which could be used for creeping as well, potentially. Alright, Warden makes it past the AM and the... Oh. Why are these peasants all so hurt?
That's a good question. Chaemiko's splitting against it already.
Oh, that's a big problem. That must mean he got his first Water Elemental ensnared, I guess. Good splits, though.
More militia coming from the main. Shadow Strike, he's burning through his mana. And Archmage at 50%. Can't power build with 4 to 5. It's just a 2 peasant fast expo.
Did he perhaps commit a little bit too much on the AM here?
There's no blink. Is there? Maybe he held on to the fan and has blink now, but it doesn't. Oh, okay. There's blink. That means no fan, though.
Yeah.
That's the Archmage pummel build.
It is, isn't it? Normally boots go great with that. The blink fan build, the blink Shadow Strike build, just go for kills.
Archmage got the staff. That's really good. The Warden will follow. Oh, well, actually not follow, but would have followed without the staff. So the Archmage is safe. Another kill towards the Footman. But yeah, that's the best way of getting experience now, right? Like creeping limited needs to find some kills on Footman Militia. It's time for Chaemiko to go for some recovery as well, as the Warden without fan can't punish this, and these hurt peasants don't mean too much anymore, except the delay that is there already.
But if this counter expansion comes up by LawLiet, he's not going to be too far behind in economy. He's level 3 now. can easily snipe all footies right now if he wants to.
But I guess he's focusing on creeping with the Engine of War moving to the turtle. LawLiet special. Hunter Soul, wow. Finds it. There's mana. That's a cancelled Hunter Soul.
All right, but that means the expansion is still coming up, and that might be the more important one. Chaemiko looking for some Merc support, but those already went to LawLiet. Oh, all these footies are dead, aren't they?
Let's see so far. Oh, tried to deny the Shadow Priest. Here's the Warden. What? How much can he spam? One more Shadow Strike. Another deny. No Water Elemental in this, though, with the Dispel. Action-packed early. Fasty 2 tech by Chaemiko as well as the expansion is finished. Problem is this level 2 Archmage. Okay, there's another Shadow Strike. That's level 3. That's with the claws. Definitely a killer as well. Archmage with the Mercs here. That's the big upside of Echo Owls as well. This easy access Merc camp and then Dispel. So he's diving with the Footman again. Engine of War is not in this defense. Warden comes back to save the day.
Is that enough?
Ooh, Panda second. What? That early. So no solo high level Warden, no Tinker, but Breath of Fire.
Yeah, the Tinker just seemed to be the better option almost all around, right?
I tend to agree, but of course not against buildings. That's where the Panda shines. And there's still quite some spots on the map, so he must be really confident to get this Panda up to 3 soon. And with the turtle spot in the bottom left, plus maybe shop, that's doable.
I think most importantly, this expansion is coming up, wasn't cancelled. When we see TH and Infi play, oftentimes upon daytime they buy a heal scroll, come in with the footies, and then kill the tree. But quite a few footmen died already because of this Shadow Strike. Is this why he went this Shadow Strike build? To diminish the footy numbers? And to make sure the tree survives? And I guess against that footy push, the Panda, even just on level 2, is pretty good.
Yeah. I think Fan of Knives on level 1 doesn't do too much except on Terranas where you can kill the entire creeps camp with it. And you need, like, you can't, or you don't want to commit to 2 Engines of War on Echo Owls. So creeping is limited, and then it's not like you're racing up to level 3 and 4 that fast, but you keep the Archmage low and add the Footman numbers low, and that's where Shadow Strike shines.
Yeah. And this is kind of classic AM fast expo on, or instant expo on Echo, right? He's just stuck on level 2 forever. Yeah. I'm never really sure that I like this opening so much, because yeah, you get this super fast expansion, and having double base income early is nice, but it's not the end all be all. Like, because of how weak the AM is, what's he doing? He's forcing 2 detonates in the main, who cares? And the rest of the map all could possibly go to LawLiet until at least the MK comes out backed up by a 50 supply army.
Yeah, we see it already. The Panda has so much free time. He got the turtle. He's going for the Murlocs. Chaemiko is starting to deny Footman for possibly more peasants. He's so low on lumber. Like 1.5k gold, but the typical human Echo Owl problem.
AM staffing back to his natural. Where's the tech? This is the big question for Chaemiko. How far along is the tech?
Oh, swaps the Ring of Regen to the Panda for a little bit of min-maxing.
Oh, imagine if now LawLiet steals the heal scrolls here, retrains into Fan, and then he has Breath and Fan against the human without heal scrolls.
Okay, but that would mean 800, 900 gold.
Ah, it's okay. He's rich. Not as rich as Chaemiko with his 2k gold, but he's got gold.
Yeah, there's a heal scroll.
Needs to steal the heal scroll.
Yeah, he got 1, maybe 2. I'm not sure.
I think the second one isn't quite available
Isn't quite
yet,
ready yet.
but soon will be.
Stormbolt on the Berserker. Nice pick. Oh, heal scroll committed very early. Hello, level 4. This is level 2 Blink. Of course, a lot easier to chase down units with that. Dryads are coming in for more slow. The Mercs are soaking up the damage. But we have Dryads to dispel anyway, so the Shadow Priest isn't that important anymore. Archmage still struggling to find level 3. That's not even enough. Keeps on chasing. The Warden doesn't have boots, right? It's still only Archmage, but forces the town portal anyway. There's the blink in the north. Shadow Strike again. Breath, maybe! Almost an MK barbecue. Stabs to the main where there's no shop. And he's still ticking. My stream is failing me. Oh, the priest.
Priest. Woof. Hero priest. But it's all for his kill. That's the TP gone. The second heal scroll should be available now, by the way. Would love for the Warden to blink down there, secure that.
Speaking of love, you know what I love? There is no rifle. There's a very limited number of riflemen, and you have Shadow Strike to single them out. And LawLiet goes for a very early Engine of Wind for Fairy Dragons, for even more AoE. So it's possibly soon Fan, Breath, and Fairy AoE.
Seriously, typical Echo Isles game. Chaemiko, 1,600 gold.
Yep.
40 lumber.
Yep.
Man, this game is looking great for LawLiet. If he gets both these heroes to 5... It feels like an alchemist is needed. But no way there's enough lumber for tier 3.
No. Race to the shop, and the Warden is faster thanks to Blink. But Chaemiko's contesting the Panda creeping. Staff again. Double heal throw on the Warden now. Panda's in trouble. There's another Stormbolt. Master Bears are out. But no Reju at the moment. Level 2 Mountain King for more mana. But he leaves with a black eye. No big losses for LawLiet.
That almost looked like a scary overextension. And there you have to wonder, LawLiet, do you have to take this risk? You're in such a good position. But, well, if it works out, you just look brilliant, don't you?
I agree. Man, these levels are pretty insane for LawLiet already. Chaemiko is up at 77, close to 80 supply. But it's only tier 2 supply. He has mortars added to the mix. Mountain King is starting to get there as well. Siege Bears take out... Oh, the Dispel tech. I mean, he can still switch. That's a very late adept training.
Does LawLiet want to take some kind of fight here, or is he just going to TP out? TP out. Saves all the units. Even gets a footy on the way out. That's almost level 4 for the Panda. And MG's now coming in as well. I'm sure he's going to stack up with an orb as well.
Wait. Level 3 MK now. Still only 1 rifleman or 2? That's pretty much it. And these ferries are gonna be they're gonna be crazy.
Nice sentry wards also placed for LawLiet to be able to see a push coming. 3 MGs, that's kind of the sweet spot nowadays, it seems.
Yeah, it's rare to see 4. Well, it's 28 supply, so it's definitely like it's the entire low upkeep.
Can you finally get a heal scroll? The first 3 heal scrolls all went to LawLiet.
Gold is not the issue. Must be the cooldown. Breaker numbers are good. But I guess they won't reach the heroes anyway.
0-1 upgrades only so far for LawLiet. That's always the big benefit of this late game Night Elf army. They all benefit from the same upgrades. But now at 80, perhaps is the time to go into more upgrades. Chaemiko finally has some more lumber as well. Could be going tier 3 now if he wanted to. This army does not look like 80 supply.
Not really, no. Yeah, frag shards and inner fire. And a third hero. And staff. That will all be great upgrades. But will he have the time for it even? I don't think so. It's 80 Night Elf supply marching forward. And where's, like, if the Warden can blink Shadow Strike the mortars, maybe in combination with Drunken Hate's Breath of Fire, these mortars are no more.
I'm kind of surprised he hasn't retrained yet, but yeah. Blink Shadow Strike against the more teams could absolutely be great. And there won't be an alchemist this time to protect them. A few gyros added in as well for good vision, scouting, and also against the fairies.
It is tier 3 on the way for Chaemiko now. Needs to stall time. It's kind of hard to engage with this mass melee army. This choke, not the right angle really.
Yeah, this doesn't look very wise to go into for LawLiet. He just wants the creeps, as it seems.
Or he lures him out. So this position is obviously way better, but with the clap, it's kind of hard to reposition. Wait, he's really going for the turtle?
Yeah, he can just TP out after. He has tons of gold.
That's a lot of experience gone. Is there a Mountain King snipe? Nope. Claws +9. That was big experience. Might lose a bear for the no TP yet. Is he really willing to fight? That's ill-advised.
MK's running out of mana, I guess, but has a mana potion as well. Breath of Fire really didn't do much, as it's mostly breakers in there.
Oh, heal scroll was big! Fairy Dragon soon to be taken out by these gyros. Invo potion on the panda as well. Warden down to 50%. Oh, goes for the Mountain King, but there was Invis for the save. Man, this Sorcerer's Adept upgrade really paying off, and now there's a TP out. I think Chaemiko didn't lose anything of importance.
Yeah, he's got 2k gold once again. The big issue with TPing out here is now the shop goes to Chaemiko, and that should be, at the very least, 1 heal scroll, maybe even 2.
Yeah, he's so far away from this. Why did he pick the fight there? That was way too ambitious. Of course, he has all the resources to pile up or just to stack up 80 supply again, but Chaemiko's getting ready for 100, and tier 3 is finished with frag shards and all the items.
Yep. Frag shards, inner fire, and Pally or Alchemist? Alchemist might be better? I'm not sure.
Paladin, of course, gives you Devotion Aura as well. Acid Bomb in this matchup, not the greatest. Hard to say.
In the super late game, Chims are always in the back of an idol's mind. Could this be the game to do it with? It's rarely the right call, though. Normally, rifles and gyros take him out easy.
Yeah, yes. A good Stormbolt. He's gonna get more gyros, I think. Tough decision.
Upgrades
wow.
now 1-2 on the MGs, so it's starting to get better, and
it's gonna
2-3 on the way.
Yeah, 2-3 on the way. More attack upgrades for Chaemiko. Still very low rifle numbers. Shop goes to LawLiet now. Oh, sneaky MK. Not willing to go for anything.
Yeah, the heal scroll's still absolute key. We didn't see the ward in the last fight blink in the back towards the mortar teams at all, right? I think this has to be her role, doesn't it? If she gets level 3 Shadow Strike, that plus Orb should be easy kills on the
Tomorrow for training, we go mass AoE now. Blink Fan and Drunken Haze Breath plus Fairy Dragon Mana Flare. Can he out heal it? Now, with the double AoE, he absolutely needs an Alchemist, but I don't see Chaemiko going for it. He stops mining.
Yeah, the so-called strat.
That's amazing. He doesn't want to pay high upkeep taxes, so he stops mining entirely. Problem with that is the Warden, that's an invitation for her. There we go. And it's either a Blood Mage or Paladin. Should be a Blood Mage.
Oh, and getting the little 5 here is such a big deal from these peasants.
Yeah. 1 kill. Whoosh! But now she's on the other side of the map. And Chaemiko's ready to push with the 100 supply.
LawLiet isn't quite there yet. 100 supply human. But not that many heal scrolls if I saw that right.
A lot of it is breakers, so they won't be affected. Paladin in. Hero levels in general, pretty low. But here comes in a fire.
Dude, if the panda and the warden and the fairies all splash on these casters.
Yep, they're gonna be down to 60 in a bit. 100 supply, man. That's so rare to see. Flare in a bad position, actually. Chaemiko's kiting back well, only losing a breaker for it. Needs to blink into the back. That's the first fan. Drunken Haze. Oh, no, not even Drunken Haze. Just Breath of Fire. Priests are doing a good job healing back up. So is the panda. All the melee is dealing with the Mountain King. There's no damage on these Breakers Knights at all.
Yeah, the MK being an outstanding tank. One gets Stormbolt, but used the heal pot there in time as well. Big heal scroll by Chaemiko, one of the few that he had.
Oh.
Panda making to the shop. He wants to get the next heal scroll. I think
Flare.
he got it.
Can they finally do something? TP out again with more losses. Bears exploding. Dryads splattering. And this is Chaemiko once again with 100 supply. Oh, the militia. That's free experience.
Oh, whoops.
But the warden wasn't
might
here.
be getting the panda very close to 5.
It's a big deal. Love the Moonwells once again. In general, this base or this second base by LawLiet, really good. He keeps... Oh, now there's Flare! Look at him go! Holy smoke! That AoE was insane! 4 fairy dragons and the cast is a toast. That's a TP out! But with the fan, my god, that is level 5.5 already.
That mana flare was crazy.
That was the perfect fairy drop.
5 fairies. Looking so good there. I wonder, shouldn't Niles start like leapfrogging the fairies? Like put 2 in mana flare here, put 2 more over there. It's of course hard to do.
Yeah.
Microing that along with everything else that you're having to do. But hey, LawLiet holds on. The 100 supply push was held.
That sounds so surreal. The human 100 supply push was defended, yes.
Chaemiko would love to have another heal scroll, but now he's kind of broke. Was not mining from the main for such a long time. And now the warden's level 5, and she has Blink Fan. And she knows she has some time. This must be now the economy harass over and over and over.
Yeah. Is Chaemiko down to 80? He's mining again, right?
Yes.
Okay. LawLiet at 80 as well. I think he did not stop mining, so he lost a lot of gold to upkeep.
Buys a pendant of energy on the warden. And ready to blink into the main. But Chaemiko
Nice.
smells this coming.
But with Blink, you can easily go to the south rather quickly.
Oh wow, he actually kept the crystal ball on the panda. That's rare to see.
Blink, fan, anti-magic, 1, 2, 3. Oh my. Getting close to 6. And again, these anti-magic, like the value on these anti-magic in the past 2 days, nothing but insane.
And Echo Isle's the only map without a lab. No Zeppelins to protect your economy against this warden harass.
Maybe you should park a priest for this spell. Just so the towers do something and burn mana.
Yeah, it's not an easy position. Once you face this level 5, perhaps level 6 warden. Yep, this is what happens.
Yep. You can't follow. Like, there's not enough mobility on the human army. Nice that he moves.
What a great game by LawLiet, though.
Yeah.
What a sick game. The master of the warden. Getting stone bolted now, but good thing she's got blink.
I love that Chaemiko will position the gyrocopter in tower range, so the Shadow Melt didn't do anything.
3/3 upgrades have now been acquired by LawLiet. He's maxed out, so to speak. Has 20 more supply, possibly to go into. He's at 80 at the moment. And with the gold that he still has left over, perhaps he might be able to get there.
That's very close to level 6. 1 more kill. And with an orb, that's easily doable. Main is run out. Man, how much gold was saved for Chaemiko in the main? 2,000. The light is mined out in the north.
In the expansion, he still has a lot of time. But yeah, this is where he feels at home. Staff home, blink around, get the anti-magic, kill peasants over and over, and slowly but surely get to level 6.
Did you see how much gold is in the mine for Chaemiko?
2k in the main, 3k at the expo.
3k at the expo, okay. And here we go again. That's level 6, ladies and gentlemen. The avatar will be released. Oh, the fairies! Caught by gyros. One is dead already.
The flag cannons doing pretty good damage right there.
Yep. But we have spirits now. That will deal with the towers for a while. Lots of corpses. And the anti-air is pretty limited against these gyros.
Yeah, the panda, the best answer, I guess. Is that perhaps the reason for the panda? Against the gyros, against the fairies?
Rockets are pretty good as well against them, so... Guess
My
it's fine.
Ball dodge right there. So in we go. Fairy's not in range of anything at the moment.
Only the Paladin, but yeah, far in the back. The Giants need to get out of mortar range for sure. Panda's still not dealing with these gyros. Now comes the Breath of Fire. Now the Giants have to take him out. Level 5 for the Panda is a big deal. Bears are starting to fall, but so are the Knights. Man, 3 bears about to die. Avatar and the Spirits don't do too much anymore. Level 2 for the Paladin. Finally, that's the Devotion Aura most likely. Yep, 2 more armor and everything. But it looks desperate for Chaemiko. The Fan of Knives again. And the Panda. Oh my god, there's so much more mana. That position wasn't the greatest. Dryads seem to be safe for now. No bears anymore, but the MGs slow down the retreat with a taunt. And the Paladin falls, so that's no more healing. Counter focus. Is there a staff? There must be a staff. There's Blink for now. Oof. Whoa, LawLiet playing with fire here.
Damn, that was close. This fight is looking really, really close, but Chaemiko has dropped severely in supply. Of course, he doesn't have the same economy anymore with the Warden harassing over and over. Everything for LawLiet is very hurt, though. However, still, what is he, 80 supply almost? Oh, but his natural is about to expire here as well.
Yes.
And it's going to be Chaemiko with more gold left.
Yes.
Lots more gold.
I mean, that's kind of what we see with a lot of Warden harassers, but especially stopping mining could turn out to be the game-winning move in the end if he continues to trade decently. I mean, if the map is mined out, what's the big purpose of the Avatar? Like, that's the biggest strength of Warden and Avatar combined, and it's kind of useless. Of course, it's still good against casters, and in fights you can also spawn a lot of summons, but it takes away a lot.
This is a great game, dude. This is 2 players on top of their matchup.
Human Night Elf on Echo Owls. Who would have thought that that could be very good?
It doesn't have to do with the map.
It does.
No.
Go away. I'm gonna cast with Todd again. No. Actually, he said the same about Echo Owls yesterday, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you see, Todd and I always agree on all.
On everything. Yes, you're kind of like siblings.
Yeah, one time he said, "Yeah, you know what? I also like hanging out with Remo until he starts talking about balance."
Yeah. That's the same for me, just about maps instead of balance.
All right, what's the next move here?
LawLiet's
trying to crawl back up to 80.
I think LawLiet is just waiting for his mine to run out. It shouldn't be too long anymore. $70 supply only. Avatar again wrecking this. That's like 3 spirits.
In the last fight, of course, the Avatar wasn't there to take part, but was still at the Human Expo, so that could be a benefit now for LawLiet. Hesitant to engage. Oh, do we have no mortar teams at all?
We do.
Not mortar, gyros, excuse me.
Are they all gone? Looks
they
like
died
it.
earlier all to the Panda and Dryads.
Oh, wow. He's going a little heavier on Rifleman. Has like 3 now, but there's no way to deal with 5 ferries again. Oh, I want to see the ferry bomb. Oh, Fan of Knives was nice. Takes out the... almost takes out the first mortar. Here's the ferry bomb in the back. That's 1 kill, 2 kill. Breath of Fire follow-up. Oh my god. Wait, Warden dead! How the hell did that happen? Stormbolt, I guess.
I didn't see that either. But LawLiet, he found so many kills himself. And that's solo experience now for the Panda. He's getting damn close to 6.
But LawLiet only level like 300 gold. Can he even get the Warden back? I'm not too sure. Maybe the Panda has to carry it on his own. The front line is huge, though. Breath of Fire again onto the mortars. The Mountain King in trouble as well. Getting healed one last time by the Paladin. Mana's limited for the Panda. Lots of spirits, though. Trying to save some
Mana Flare again.
Oh boy, onto the Mountain King. There was almost a kill right there. Mountain Giants are starting to fall. That's 21 supply about to drop, but Chaemiko taps out despite the Warden kill.
Oh my god, dude. didn't have the gold for the Warden anymore, and he was out of income. He kind of had to finish the game right there, I guess. Otherwise, Chaemiko would have been able to mine another 2k gold, maybe?
And the stream froze in the last fight. Wonderful. I'm so sorry.
Yikes.
Yes, really sorry for this experience, but...
A great game, despite the map being Echo Isles. Crazy.
If that's just the start, it was of course only map 1. We are in for a treat. This is like Human and Night Elf on the very highest level. I don't think too many players could top that. Moon is playing a very different style, way less aggressive than LawLiet does, in my opinion, when it comes to fights. So LawLiet for sure the most explosive Night Elf, maybe alongside Foggy, but I still think LawLiet is a tick better than Foggy, more stable, less mistakes. And Chaemiko is like in my opinion, the most interesting human at the moment.
Top 3 human, Neo?
Yes.
Yes.
For sure. Well, it's so rough between Chaemiko and Sok, but at the moment I would give him the edge. Fortitude is out of the top 3 discussion at the moment.
What about Blade?
Yeah, not there yet.
So what's our second map gonna be? I would not mind seeing a game on Terranus. MK first against Warden first? Hell yeah. How do we feel about that instant expansion by Chaemiko? Doesn't that weaken your mid game so much? This AM was level 2 for an eternity. And then the footies keep on dying against the Shadow Strike. Panda's in the mix, also roasting the footies. The MK comes out. But even with the MK coming out, Chaemiko really couldn't claim any map control until he had like 50 or more like 60 supply.
Yeah, also it gives the Warden a lot of options to go for. Like if you heavily fortify one base. On Echo House it's so hard though. But can't you do like this one base push that you do on Amazonia, which is by the way the next map for Chaemiko?
Yeah, I think one base push should be doable on any map, right? But perhaps the issue there with Echo Isles is not that easy to creep level 3. Might be doable though, but you certainly do need level 3. Thank you, Chuddy, for the €5 dono. Hi, please tell Chaemiko to make 2 to 3 arcane and leave 1 priest in each base. And thank you also to Umniak with 100 bits. Please forward to WZ. He's the man. All right, we will. To our minds. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, observing was pretty good this game, so shout out to WFZ indeed. LawLiet with a 1-0 lead. Chaemiko will his reign of terror against Night Elf stop? Yeah, this... I would be so surprised if he's going for an expansion here.
Yeah, we almost never see it. Some humans still want to play Fast Expo against Night Elf all the time, and they will try to do it here as well. But it's dangerous, man. If there comes a double Wisp Detonate against the Water Elemental, maybe an early Shadow Priest pull, the Warden or the Demon come in, kill. Yeah, it's risky. Normally, it is the one base push strat here that we see from the humans. Question is LawLiet going to play Warden here as well? Or is this Demon Hunter now?
Keeper! Oh boy, here we go, the Remo Keeper to raid!
What?
Yeah? Please, explain yourself.
This isn't even going to be an expansion game, most likely. So you're going to be playing Keeper one base. One base.
Yeah, it's quite surprising that LawLiet of all people is not following up with the Foggy Creep route at the Merchant. Then I would have expected a Demon Hunter, if not Warden. Foggy, by the way, picked up on the colorful immolation build and played it really well. Keeper, I guess, like, you know that this push is coming, and Keeper is one of the best to like single out units and slow things down as well. Plus you have summons in the defense.
Yeah. Upon seeing this Keeper, I would certainly recommend Chaemiko to not push at all. Just creep up the map, get the levels, go tier 3 if you want, and just keep this a one base game. And if he expands, great, then you counter expand. This keeper automatically means that the late game belongs to the human, and that the hero is going to be much weaker than the human counterpart, especially the later we go. Yeah, I think most people know I'm not a fan of the keeper anymore, but LawLiet is a strategic mastermind. Maybe he has got something very specific planned here.
Must be the case. He, like, every time he's desperate against the matchup, he experiments so much, and maybe that is what he came up with. Away from the Warden, away from the Demon, back to the Keeper.
Yeah, this is like the classic 1.30 creep route we're seeing right here.
Yeah.
The first 2 camps into the kobolds. You add in the Murlocs, and that's level 3. And humans on 1.30 quickly realized, okay, I have to slow him down. I can't give him level 3 too quickly. But seeing Keeper is quite rare nowadays. So this is probably going to be a pretty easy level 3. The Wisp Detonate coming in. Oh, that was not quite enough for the level up, but he's close.
And the Footman is entangled. That is the level 3. Didn't deny against it.
Can you deny? Can you deny? No.
Oh, second Footman entangled as well. Lots of damage against the Water Elemental. Chaemiko not trying to deny even. Oh, did he get it? I'm not too sure. Oh, man, he is spamming these entangles.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
That was 3 footy kills already. And this is what we saw on 1.30 all the time. And some humans just don't consider this as an option anymore. This Keeper curveball is working out really well so far.
It's pretty much exactly what Todd said yesterday about the Keeper. Like, yeah, there is solutions to it, but you gotta be ready for it. You need to have the Shadow Priest or just hard play against it, and then the Keeper can be really, really oppressive, and this is what we see. He's losing a lot of HP here now without... Oh, wait. He's about to have an entangle. This is a town portal. There's no staff. Oh, wow. LawLiet. That was super close, by the way.
Losing 3 footies and a TP. The Keeper's level 3 already. Alchemist is coming in soon.
Dude.
It kind of looks like Chaemiko is not used against the Keeper anymore. Needs some more practice.
Yeah, he need a very specific way of playing against the Keeper, obviously. Ultimate's coming back, but oh my god, he's so hurt. If he's getting caught once, he steals the Taskmaster away from his opponent. And this Ultimate, if he walks in range once, he's dead.
Oh, dude, the balls.
Yep.
He goes for the archer.
Yep. Kills it. Second one, maybe. Oh, little birdie fly! Boots are making this doable.
Oh my god, dude. Chaemiko.
Oh, can he intercept? There's mana on the Keeper as well. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Entangle! Where is it? What? He had the mana. Is he not in range? Reveal nighttime. Oh my god! The arm was already in the air.
Oh.
Is there a shop now? There must be. Oh, he's diving deep, getting mana. Oh no, no arcane. What the hell?
Man.
Treants! Trying to fight it with water elementals. If he's not getting the Archmage, he can at least get a Footman.
Oh my god.
Oh my, Militia helped this Archmage out. Everything is defending the hero!
Heart rate 200 right now.
Defended.
Oof. But guess what? The Keeper can just staff back, zip up from the Moonwells, and can do this over and over.
Yep.
Ah, he doesn't have a staff.
Demon Hunter second. To burn the Mountain King.
Oh. That's actually so smart.
Yeah, man. That's quite something.
Dude, LawLiet is such a mastermind. You would never think it when you talk to him for 5 minutes. But he is brilliant.
Okay. Archmage fully healed now, though.
The priests don't have adept yet. This can still be lots of kills for this Keeper. The demon is around the corner. Looks like LawLiet's trying to bait Chaemiko to commit in, and then the demon is gonna come in from the corner. Around the flank, yeah. And that's 2 more kills!
Yeah.
Dude, this is looking so much like 1.30. It's crazy.
And with that entangle, reducing the number of rifles is actually relatively easy.
Oh my god.
And with the mana burns, the focus fire on the keeper isn't that high.
And now Dryads come in. Wow, this is just a keeper domination game. Old school.
I think Todd is somewhere in Cologne punching walls now. Is there any element of surprise to Chaemiko that he can do? Like, it's so hard to make anything work. Q3 is on the way, bears are coming. It's gonna be super stable.
I like this demon second so much. Yeah, Alchemist is nice. He's got Acid Bomb for lots of pressure early. And he's got Heal Spray in the late game maybe, which can be cool. But just play Demon and just render your opponent's second hero useless. How great is that?
It's pretty great.
Pretty great.
Like, he's even getting level 3 early with all the pickups before. And now the next creep. Like, one creep camp is level 3. Level 2 mana burn, have fun.
Yeah. And this creep camp was a little bit sketchy. We can see everything here is super hurt. But the keeper was around to see where the human is. So LawLiet was safe because of that. And especially because the TP was forced earlier on the AM. It's really dangerous to go out aggressively on the map. Chaemiko still does it now. Scouting up at the enemy natural. But sees he's too late for any kind of creep jag here. And is now caught pretty far out on the map. With only 2 rifles, 3 priests.
I'm not sure if he rebought a TP. I don't think so. I don't think he could afford it.
Yeah, I don't believe he did. And the Dryads running into range, and here comes the slow poison.
Yeah, that looks like easy pickups. Oh, burns the priest. Not sure if that was an... Oh, Dispel. Okay, it was on purpose. He wanted to get rid of that Dispel, but that was the last one. 2 priests, super dry, level 3 Demon Hunter, and Master Bears. What a timing for Chaemiko, for LawLiet.
Yeah, even ran the demon out of range with the Reju to not have it dispelled too easily. And now this MK is almost dry. But Militia is still strong.
But the duration, that's the problem. Brilliance Aura has to work overtime now. Otherwise, the Keeper is just spamming Tree and spamming Entangle, resulting in a lot of kills. We have 4 rifles now, so damage is decent against Dryads especially.
I'd love to see double Orb of Venom here by LawLiet. Didn't so far have the money, but perhaps later we will see it. One bear in trouble. Does he have a staff? Certainly does. But again, Militia so close to the main. Very strong. LawLiet, how long does he want to stay in this? Double staff, double Orb of Venom would be really good for him. Perhaps now he can fall back and afford that.
Oh, Bash. Going back and forth. Staff is not ready yet, but also no Stormbolt. An expansion behind it. So in the end, we get a Keeper expansion game. And this is so unusual to not see the human being the aggressor, but the other way around. Like, Chaemiko's just defending pretty much the entire game.
Yeah, now he's stuck with his MK second against a Demon second. Awkward. Normally, the MK can be like the solo frontline tank against a lot of bears thanks to the strength of Clap once it gets to level 3. But with the Demon Hunter in the mix, that all changes.
Slow from the Dryads again. Entangle as well. Black screen again. I have no idea what's happening. There we go. 3 bears. He's never overcommitting to a fight, right? He's just poking, forcing a Dispel here and there.
Yep.
And then retreats without any major losses. In the meantime, setting up the expansion. His inventory is getting better and better.
Yeah, great series so far by LawLiet, I have to say. With completely different styles. Warden fast expo on the one map. Keeper pressure on the other. With the late game follow-up expansion.
Yeah. In some matchups, like, maybe Night Elf is the only race that has 2 big influencers. In Moon, with that base trace mass expo style, and LawLiet for situations like this. Like creep routes and these builds.
Yeah. It's nice to see him do so well here again. The last big tournament where we saw him DreamHack Anaheim, it wasn't a complete disappointment, but not the most outstanding performance by LawLiet there either. Who's now going into MGs? This is a new classic here in the meta in Warcraft 3. 50 supply Dryad's Bears, and then throw into MGs, and that is suddenly quite the scary army already.
Alright, more creeping. If this is a Vamp Aura, oh boy. Oh man, there's rarely any open fights, so maybe it's not even that good. Maybe boots. Oh, still be mask for the Keeper. Hallelujah! Or for even more burns. Scroll the Beast. Not that much Dispel, and LawLiet so far didn't pull any Wisp with him to the fight, if I saw that correctly. But now, 2 base, 1 base.
And now going for counterattack could be so smart. There is a TP rebought, but even if this TP is used quickly by Chaemiko, this would be so much time bought for LawLiet. So, yeah, he crept up the bottom right and now is threatening the base with his own second base up. Just smart play after smart play by LawLiet.
He is killing the blacksmith. That would mean no more rifles. We've seen this before as one of the objectives of LawLiet. Don't let him get to 70 supply rifles. Now, come... Oh, man, this is a lot of repair. This is so expensive. Can he kill it? Can he kill it? That would be big. Not sure. Oh, jumps right on top of him. Forces the down portal immediately. No exit kills. Question is, can he get more rifles or no?
0 casualties here.
Ooh, Blacksmith is dead.
Blacksmith has fallen. Correct.
That's a problem.
And LawLiet can go up to 80 now. He has the gold. He's saving the gold. Very surprisingly. 800. Is he waiting to go to make the decision? Is he considering what the best units are?
Such a tough call to make.
Plays are nice.
Yeah, Chaemiko's holding on nicely against it. Like, other human players, I think, would have fallen way earlier. Keeper down to 50%. Entangled breaks through with an invul. And he can't be burned, so that's quite some Stormbolts to use. That's a bear down. Oh, no, staff out. This might be the last big attack by Chaemiko, though.
It's also the invul gone from the MK. That makes things a little bit more dangerous. Can he kill this tree? Oh no, it's been fully repaired. LawLiet was not too greedy to not repair it.
Yeah, that's important. Many trees and buildings in general have been lost because of it. Look at that Dispel go.
Oh my god.
That detonate was sick. There's no level 2 Brilliance Aura. Trying to go for Demon Hunter Focus, but there's a potion. There should be a staff. It's double orb now, by the way. Which stacks. Level 2 evasion. Black screen again. There we go. Even the first fairies against this amount of rifles.
MK out of mana. Lots of Sorks are out of mana. And once there's not mass slow applied anymore, suddenly these bears and MGs and Demon become quite dangerous. LawLiet is suffering a few losses, but it seems like Chaemiko is suffering way more. 55 supply for the human. LawLiet must still be at or close to 80.
He's taking out the bears rather quickly, also stabs out the MGs, but the taunts were really good. A lot of damage ending up on the big boys. More fairies streaming in. 68 supply for LawLiet. And again, just retreating a little bit, use the Moonwells a little bit. He's still towering up. It's daytime now, so that's the last bit of Moonjuice for a while.
Chaemiko is holding on with his 20 supply deficit really well. And here is where the Night Elf heroes start become noticeable. The Keeper doesn't do much anymore. The Demon, honestly, he doesn't do that much himself outside of disabling the MK. He disabled the MK, and that's very strong. But these heroes don't have good healing. These heroes don't have great damage either. They're kind of like just orb carriers and mana burners at the moment.
Flare again. That was glorious. And he's moving forward. He is leapfrogging now.
Oh,
and that is so much AoE damage. For now, he can't really follow it up. So that's why he's losing 1 or 2 fairies here. But now the slow MGs starting to reach. Towers are gone. And everything is so hurt. I don't know. Like, Chaemiko is holding on like a madman. It's pretty crazy that he's not overwhelmed by this already. But yeah, the Dryads are putting in a good amount of damage to the casters. That's like 5 units about to die. MK is one of these units. Inviscast, not available. Mana burn last second. 9 HP. He's ticking down to 2. One more hit is a dead MK, and he gets it with the Keeper. The entire army is falling, and that's GG. LawLiet 2-0ing another human, and is now up against his clanmate 1-0 in the grand finals. The humans are meeting, but only in the game for third.
That was such a strong series by LawLiet, with 2 completely different styles. He's not mentioned many times before that he's really frustrated with this matchup, but boy, played this so well. I am extremely impressed.
It took him a week, and he got a new solution to this matchup. How long will this work? We don't know. How fast will Chaemiko, Sock, and all the other humans find a solution? We don't know. But for now, that is an answer to the human push on AZ, brought to you by LawLiet.
And for once, it's not with his favorite hero, the Warden. He goes away from her to the Keeper, I think with the idea of hoping that Chaemiko wouldn't expect it and wouldn't be ready for it. And it just worked out beautifully. All right. Third place match, Human Mirror coming up next, and then our grand final.
Yeah, Sock versus Chaemiko is next as the game for third for $700. And the matches between them two have always been quite fascinating. So stay tuned. And then the best of 5 grand final, LawLiet versus 1-0. Be right back.